What's up guys, it's CJ. Well, nowadays we get so many different prop firms out there, and the thing is, where do you start? What are the most reputable companies out there, and what are the cheapest basically, and no fuss type of companies? So I'm gonna choose my top 3 and I'm gonna quickly run through it and talk about the pros and cons of each company and what my experience is. Right, so at number 1, I'm gonna put TakeProfittrader. Definitely a company I have good experience with, and taking out withdrawals with the company. And like I said, it's a no fuss company, not really out there on social media, so that, which is a great thing. So they are not in fights with traders, and I think their system works great, and you just make money and withdraw it. So in terms of currently pricing, they have the 30% off for life plus no activation fee. You can use the code CC50. You can see on top there. Also, those links are in the description below. So going down, with the things I like about this company, the daily loss limit is gone. The end of day, you only have to be consistent in your test account or your eval. And when you turn to your sim funded or your actual live funded account, the consistency rule is gone. So that is a plus point. So nowadays you get all these companies with like 35% or 30%, 40% consistency rules. It makes it definitely a bit harder to make money. So these guys are, when you pass your evaluation or test account, they call it, after that, when you're sim funded, you can make as much as you want. That is a plus point. Multiple options, connection fees, platforms you can choose from. Everything is working right on my side, so you can look in the website here. You can see this current split is 80-20. When you're on your sim funded, you can have 5 accounts, which is very standard in the industry. The drawdown is different from your test to your sim funded. In your test, you can end of day, so you can build up a buffer intraday. When you go sim funded, it's trailing until you reach your buffer. So I'm going to quickly show you guys on my account. So this is a 150k account. This is a pro account, so that's the sim funded. You can see once the first day, you can see I made 2,300, 1,700, 700, 300, 120. So once it reached the buffer, which is 4,500, anything above that you can withdraw. So I've made 3 small withdrawals on these 3 days. That's why the account balance stayed at 4,500. You can go and calculate it as well, and you can see anything above that, you get 80% of that. So now your drawdown stays at 150k. So that's nice. So it obviously just trailed during this phase, these 3 days. So you can go and work out 5 days to pass it, plus these 1 to 3 days. So that's a total of 8 days of trading, and you can start taking withdrawals. So it basically cost me, I would say, around almost $200 to get this account, probably slightly more. I need to go and calculate it to the exact point, but now I'm up on these 3 days made of withdrawals. So I'm almost like up to $300 on this, basically, after the fees that I've paid. All right, so going back to the next company, I would go for TRADEIFY. The thing I like about this company is the fact that the CEO, Brett Simba, is a trader, so he understands the business. He's been trading a long time, traded stocks before and futures, so he knows what the trader look for in a company and for a trading account prop firm. So they have great options. downside, they only have TRADEIFY and NinjaTrader. They don't have Rhythmic, so you can't connect to other platforms. So that's a downside. But you have different kind of plans when you can select advanced, more traditional, basic eval, pass it, but you can pass it in one day, which is great if you can pass it on basically trading news or something like that, and you can do that. And once you pass, the next day you can start with your sim funded account. So or you can go just straight to funded and you buy the bigger account and you are in your sim funded account. But then the consistency rules, a bit of a downside, 20% on that, so it makes it a bit slightly tough. But you can have max 5 accounts, which is great. But then again, it's very similar to Apex and those companies where you can only withdraw a certain amount on every single account size. So you are capped on every single withdrawal. So minimum trading days to pay out is, for example, 10 days. After that, you can withdraw 1,500 or 2,000, depending on the size of account. So if you made $10,000 or $20,000 in that 10 days, you only can withdraw that maximum amount. So, but sticking to your consistency. So this company is slightly more difficult, I would say, staying within those rules, and seeing how much you don't make too much in a single account or too little, and so making it possible to withdraw in a very short time period as well. So I think pass in one day, and then after 10 days you can take a withdrawal. So it's 11 days to actually get your money in your account. This is a great company, like I said. They're very fast, innovative, and they have a nice platform portal as well, where you can monitor your trades, your trade journal, all of those things. You can monitor quite closely. I have a very active Discord channel as well. So going to number 3, I would say, is the Apex company. Been along there a long time. OG, one of the OG guys, companies out there. I think the plus side, advantage or pro of one of this company is definitely when they have this 90% sale running, it's very cheap to enter a eval or get started. So that's why people go for 20 accounts, 90% off, and they just stack up the accounts. And so that's very one of the plus points. But now currently the sale is 71%, so also very good pricing. But then there's activation fee as well, same as TRADEIFY. But you have multiple options, Rhythmic, TRADEIFY, so those are the great options as well. They have big payouts, so you can go and monitor the payouts here. You can see the amount of payouts they do every single day. It's quite a lot, but again, you are capped on every single account. You can't withdraw more than a certain amount. That's why you can see this very even numbers here, like 2,000, 1,000, 2,000. So that's why, because every single account is capped. Then in terms of rules, I would say this is even more difficult to stay within those trading rules in terms of DCA, risk reward type of things going about as well. Some people complain companies send out you can't buy any more evals. I think the overall goal for the company is they want to have professional traders. They want to turn pro traders into a live account. So that's the whole driven objective of the company, is to get those traders more. So they want to filter out all these traders that's gaming the system, gaming the prop firms. So in every single prop firm, reputable company, we're going to do the same thing. They want to filter out the bad guys or the gaming industry type of traders, and they want to look at actual professional traders. So I would go for this company as well. If you are very disciplined, looking at every specific rule out there, going through the frequently asked questions, and you can ask questions in link in the description as below in the comments. More than welcome. I will try and my best, and you can see the number of payouts these guys have made is quite a lot. Then again, looking at the amount of traders that are with Apex, and the people that complain is a very small percentage that complain. So it will happen when you work with these amount of traders. Right, that's my top 3: TakeProfitTrader, TRADEIFY, and Apex. Guys, you can see the promos in the link in the description. If you have any questions, please reach out, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.